All right, greetings and welcome back to Just Make Music. If you were with us last week, we were discussing Pro Tools Intro, which is the free digital audio software used to record and make music. And we also were talking about Xpand 2, which is a program, a plugin that goes within Pro Tools. Anyway, last week I was really singing the praises of Pro Tools and Xpand because basically they're both free and easy to use and can be used to make loops or beats, according to my grandkids. And the possibilities are basically endless with this software. So, anyway, last week we talked about Xpand 2, which has 4 channels, and we discussed making beats on just one. So, look, this week I'm going to try to go over using multiple channels, okay? So you can add a little more recording capability to making your beats or your loops, as the case may be. So anyway, without further ado, let's continue on with Pro Tools Intro and Xpand and try to make a recording of multiple channels this week. Let's get to it. So the first thing you want to do is go out and locate Pro Tools once again. Mine is right down here. If you follow along my cursor and click on it, open up your version of Pro Tools Intro, okay, that we worked on last week. It should look something like this. We had a few changes, few updates. Look, a quick little recap. We have drums over here on the left where the tracks are. We can see the tracks right here to your far left. Drums is something we had selected last week. Go over here, follow along over here, and we were on 100 BPM, beats per minute, last week. And what else? We were on the grid, and we were on notes, which is right here under the drums, which is very important. Notes, otherwise it won't show up on the screen. So we had notes selected, and then we had pulled up Xpand on the screen, and we went down and selected loops right there, number 28, and then we went over and we selected, I forget what we selected, I think New School '01. So we click on that. Now look what is populated in here. For up here you'll see the your selection, New School, and underneath it 3 channels have populated for New School. And that might be by default. Either way, you can choose something different from here. From the pull down, go here, the menu, and go to loops. Let's go this time to hip hop 80. So if we do hip hop 80, up comes that on the screen. In Xpand 2, you'll see channel A, but we have these channels B, C, D as well. So right now, hip hop 80 is chosen. So go up here and make sure your smart tool is enabled. All 3 of these lights are on. And then go back here and double click again with your little plus sign out here in this area right here. Double click a line. And then when you hold it down with your little pointer finger, again, just click on it, hold it down with the left mouse key. Then that's what you should hear. You can turn it up a little bit if you want, right here or here, but just that's what comes up with channel 1. Now, last week, move this over a little bit, and by the way, to move this right here, this MIDI track thing right here, it's kind of funny. Look closely. I'll try to get my thing right next to it, on it, right there, that little tiny arrow up, and there's a little tiny arrow down. Those are what how to scroll up and down on this MIDI track, which is absolutely ridiculous, I agree. But that's how you do it with these little tiny arrows. Anyway, select this tool again, and then drag it. So go off to the right-hand side. It'll make a little parenthesis to the right with a smart tool, so you can drag it. Drag it out, 2 of them. So we're kind of creating 2 bars, and then select up here in the marker region where you'll get a, I don't know what that is. It looks like a barbell or something, but select that and select those two bars, highlight those two bars, and then when you select loop, it will loop. That will basically go on forever. So hit stop. So now you have created your loop again like we did last week. But right here is hip hop. So say you don't like that hip hop 80 sound. All you need to do is go right here to these little arrows right here, because up here you have selected hip hop 80 and down here under loops. So if you click an arrow forward, it will change this. You'll see this changing right here. It changes from 80 to 8, click here, 89, 90. And every time you do that, it's changing this loop. That's what 90 is. Now, just right here. So either one of these, forward or back, it will change what that actual hip hop loop is that you have selected. So that's say hip hop 98. So anything you want to do here with loops, select any of these. You can change it right here, or you can change it right here under loops. So you go to loops 28, go over here, and you can see hip hop 80 is selected. Choose any of these. Let's go to 91 and play it. But the shortcut to doing that, instead of going up to this, the pull down, and going down to loops 28 and going over and looking for it, the shortcut to that is just go to this. You're already on 28 loops. Go to this and then just go click the right button. See how that's going from 91 to 94? I'll let that again. Say it went to 94. So now you want to go to 98. I mean, there's so many of them. Hip Hop 100. So that's the beauty of this, is you can program anything on a loop A. Well, also what you can do is add another loop, actual loop. If you want both of them, for instance, you have channel A. Now you want channel B. On A is this one, hip hop loops. Now say this one, channel B, you want to go down and also choose loops, and say you want to choose something different. Scroll down and then scroll over and say you want to add another loop, pop hop 101 plus. So now when you click this button, it's going to play both of these. See how that's playing both of them at the same time? So you can do up to 4 parts. Select this, go down to loops, do pop hop. Now play it back. And they're all going to conform to your tempo up here of 100. So let's play this at 100 BPM. Let's add one more. Let's add another loop of, say, anything, urban 80. Now you click this button. And the way you know that all these are playing, these loops, is you can see the levels of them registering here, that sound is actually coming through them. So watch here, watch this area, and then click on this bar. See how those are all playing? And if I had a loop selected, it will just keep playing this loop. Stop. Now, if you only want to hear a couple of them, you can mute some of these also. You do that by saying, I only want to listen to A. Click on these, B, C, and D. Click them, unhighlight them, and then all you're going to hear is Hip Hop 100. Say you want to add this one, Hop 101, Pop Hop 101 Plus. Click this one. Now you will hear both of them, and you can see the indicators right here. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn this one on. See how that added it? And you can do any combination of these. You want to turn some of them down? You don't like the levels? You can do them all. All right. And with that being said, that will wrap up today's episode of Just Make Music as we continue walking through the Pro Tools and the Xpand tool within Pro Tools, trying to just make up some loops and beats and background instrumentation. So look, hey, next week, hopefully you're getting some answers to many of the questions I'm sure that people have. I remember I used to have a ton of questions when I started walking through this stuff, the tracks and the effects and the line items and how to move this and that. So next week, I'm going to try to start adding a little bit to the Xpand, some of the more capabilities we'll explore of the Xpand tool itself. Until then, have a pleasant evening and a great tomorrow, and I will see you next week. And remember, when all else fails, just make some music. Good night.